And now, ladies and gentlemen, live on Sky Sports and live from London, this is your chief support bout of the evening.
We stop talking for. We shall see.
This will be the upset of the year. Come to silence the crowd. Once a soldier, always a soldier.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 12 3-minute rounds and is for the Commonwealth Super Middleweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger, fighting out of the blue corner. Please welcome to the ring, Elvis Ahorgah.
The Soldier Boy coming in to the strains of Buffalo Soldier. He's been talking the talk during the week, Elvis Ahorgah, and now he is walking a slow walk to this squared circle. He has come here with exactly the right attitude for a challenger, but he's going in deep here against Callum Simpson, but he's taking his time here, Matt, and soaking this up.
Soaking it up and feeding off this energy off the crowd, everyone buzzing. What a tune to come out to. And what a uniform. Don't know how good he is, but he's bang up for this, isn't he?
100% he is. Meanwhile, Callum Simpson just makes that walk through the bowels of the arena to the end of the round. Just 3 weeks after we last saw him, he went through some searing emotional fires that night and showed us an awful lot of mental fortitude and resilience to handle the occasion and the circumstances. The sport moves quick, and he's chosen to put that Commonwealth title on the line again tonight.
And now, fighting out of the red corner, the champion, Callum Simpson!
Look to my eye in the face and I said at any point even taking this trial. Big fat grins on me saying where cause you know this life is back to base, get
we know what the plans are for Callum Simpson.
Been ready for a while, been there.
And they involve a return to Oakwell over the summer in front of an increased capacity, but plans can get wrecked in boxing in the blink of an eye. We've seen it time and time again down the years. Every fighter will tell themselves, I will not be that person who takes his eye off the ball, who takes his eye off the prize. Simpson has never struck you as being that kind of operator. He has to make sure he is completely locked on. And that he sends those fans who are so loyal to him home happy.
is your chief support bout of the evening. 12 3-minute rounds for the Commonwealth Super Middleweight Championship. Promoted by Ben Shalom and Boxer, it is broadcasted live worldwide on Sky Sports with our supervisor in charge, Robert W. Smith, our area representative, Ben Harmsworth, our timekeeper, Mark Shannon, and our judges at ringside, Steve Gray, Mark Bates, and Lee Every, and our referee in charge when the bell rings, Howard Foster. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, the challenger. Wearing the camouflage trunks, he weighed in at 11 stone, 12 pounds, 5 ounces. He holds a professional record of 13 victories versus 2 defeats, with 12 of those wins coming by way of knockout. And he fights and represents Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, Elvis, the Soldier, Ahorgah. And now his opponent, the champion, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white trunks with red trim. He weighed in at 12 stone even. He holds a perfect, undefeated professional record of 16 victories versus no defeats, with 11 of those wins coming by way of knockout. And he fights out of Barnsley, Yorkshire, England. Introducing the current reigning British WBA Continental and WBO Intercontinental Super Middleweight Champion, and tonight the current reigning, defending Commonwealth Super Middleweight Champion, ladies and gentlemen, Callum Simpson!
Keep it clean, break straight away when told. Both you watch your heads in close. Good luck to you both. Touch gloves.
High cost to the referee for this one, and that's the scene at Wembley Arena. You can hear those Simpson fans in the background. 3,000 turned out in Sheffield 3 weeks ago. A few hundred have made the trek down south for this one. Both of these two bouncing on the balls of their feet in their respective corners, pouring at the canvas, almost ready to go. Simpson in the white, Ahorgah in the camouflage. Simpson starting nice and quick here. George Groves joining me and Matt on commentary, and he won't know an awful lot about Ahorgah. It's difficult to glean too much when you watch him, when you look at the record, and Simpson wants to find out nice and early what he's all about.
Yeah, he does, and he's had a real fast start from Simpson. He got a nice little left hook to the body off, just behind the elbow, and he's pushing the pace here already. Right uppercut's gone through, left hook's gone through. Ahorgah trying to stay tight, punches wild and loose though. It's all action here in the first round, Andy.
It certainly is so far. Simpson likes a quick start. He's got a terrific engine. He's got the ability to throw pretty heavy without really being set. And as we said, Matt, Ahorgah is in deep here, deeper than he's ever been. And this first round for him is about getting through it and getting some kind of confidence and finding a foothold in the fight if he can.
Yeah, and Simpson doesn't want that to happen, so he's jumped on him here early. Starts quick anyway, but this has been a particularly fast start from Simpson, and Ahorgah really under the cosh here. Simpson got to be mindful of what can come back at him, because Ahorgah can be a little bit erratic and wide with the shots.
Yeah, this is the pace slightly slow, but better from Simpson, where he was crowding his work a little bit earlier, getting a little bit too close, maybe trying a little bit too hard.
trying to tuck up and keep the guard tight there, Ahorgah. He does tend to really lean heavily on that front foot and lean in when he does that. The uppercut might well be the shot for Simpson. You can see it there as he's got those earmuffs on Ahorgah, and he can't really see what's coming in his direction as Simpson looks for a long right hand. He did go for the uppercut there, Simpson, and he missed by an absolute whisker. Deep into the final minute of round one. Ahorgah, though, just lets that right hand go. Simpson just looking for that right hand into the body as he moves Ahorgah back towards the ropes on the near side. Then Ahorgah springs up and looks to try and throw that overhand right. Tonight he's in deeper than he's ever been, though, against Sergei Lipanets. And you can say exactly the same for Elvis Ahorgah. He was under the cosh in that first round. Callum Simpson was quick out of the blocks, let plenty of punches go. Ahorgah at no point, no, looked really hurt. Did fire back himself with a couple of overhand rights and looks to try and step into a lead left hook there.
Yeah, he had some success in the first round, Ahorgah, and Simpson threw everything at him. He got caught a few times, but I think there was enough in that first round for him to feel he still had got a chance in this fight. Simpson's got that right hand dressed on the chin. Showboat in there.
Some nifty footwork there from Ahorgah. He climbed into a big left hand before that and then really picked up his feet. Simpson, though, lands the right hand, goes with the left hand to the body. Just stung into action a touch, maybe, trying to chop down with the right, didn't land it. Ahorgah dipped underneath it and then came up with another big, expansive left hook. Just tapping with the jab there, Simpson. Ahorgah goes back to the ropes and looks to try and beckon him in. And when he does step in like he did there, he commits to it, Ahorgah. When he throws that left hand, the right hand strays quite far away from where it should be, but he really gives it everything. Slightly laboured looking overhand right there from Ahorgah. Simpson took those feet out again, looks to try and attack the body. Simpson turning southpaw only briefly, then back into orthodox. Just over a minute remaining in round two. Ahorgah does the same thing into the left-handed stance.
I think Simpson just needs to settle down a little bit. I think he's a little bit over-eager at times when he's getting on top of himself, smothering his own work.
Ahorgah's putting a lot of energy into his shots. If they land, he's going to feel good, but when he misses, you can see he needs some seconds to recover. That's where Simpson's probably getting his most success at this point, is when he's making him miss. He's bringing them shots up through the middle as Ahorgah falls forward.
Referee Howard Foster just gets in and breaks the pair of them apart. Throws that kind of raking jab, Simpson, and then looks to load up on the right hand, and a little stumble there from Ahorgah.
Watch it beginning middle shot. Yeah, she's going out straight. Yeah, out to side.
They've just got to try and get a bit of room on the inside there, and that was a nice short right hook and an uppercut here from Simpson. Better work.
The Simpson corner telling him basically that Ahorgah is going to look to dip low and then explode up with that left hand mainly, and that's what we've seen so far, and he needs to look out for that. Be careful of that, because as George was pointing out, if he can make him miss with that, then it will empty his tank, and it will also demoralise him slightly. He needs to feel something on the end of his glove when he launches those big bombs, Ahorgah, to make him believe that he can take Callum Simpson out, essentially, because the way the fight's going at the minute, Simpson is far too busy for him. He's won those first 2 rounds clearly. And Ahorgah knows, I think, that he's not going to be able to compete on those kinds of terms and therefore win the fight on points. He's going to need to land something substantial. Again, some posturing, some showboating there from Ahorgah. The confidence is still there. He lands a good left hand into the body, really digs the toes in when he throws those, whether it's to the body or to the head.
I think the thing with Ahorgah is so wild and unpredictable. Simpson just got to be mindful of what's coming back at him, and maybe just come inside those shots, catch it and counter him, or just step back and let him miss wildly and then go back at him. You know, just keep peppering him with the straight shots, take the sting out of him.
Well, he's got tight hands a lot of the time, so I just want to see a bit more variety from Callum Simpson. You know, change that lead hand, that jab. Don't always pour it out, then bring it around the side, shoot downstairs, bring it up through the middle.
A couple of right hands have got through from Ahorgah in the last 20 seconds or so as he looks to try and pull forward. Simpson landed a couple himself there as well. But everything that's been thrown at Ahorgah so far, he's taken well, and again, he just picks up those knees, gives himself a quick tap around the temples and invites Simpson in, and immediately looks to step in and unleash a big left hook. And what his team have been telling me during the week, Ahorgah's, is that if he can get through the first 4-5 rounds, then they think this could get very interesting. They know all about the work rate and the engine of Simpson, but their theory is that he will feel like he's going to win the fight in that kind of early period. No matter what he says, they feel that that is his belief, and if it doesn't happen, then we have a fight on our hands. And this is Ahorgah's best round so far, as he motions to somebody outside of the ring and then almost goes back to the wrong corner, just saluting the Ghanaian flag out in the crowd. I don't know if he did enough in that round to win it, Ahorgah, but it was his most successful round so far.
Yeah, it was better from Ahorgah, and he managed to drive Simpson back to the ropes at times, had success. You know, at times his wild punches from the ankles, but when they land, they look like they got force on them, and Simpson definitely doesn't want to get caught, especially if he's trying to, you know, being so busy. If he's going to get caught whilst punching, you know, that can spell trouble for you. But it feels like the guy the fitter, if this goes the distance, fitness is going to come into play, certainly, because they fought at a ferocious pace, and they're both putting a lot of energy into the shots. They're not just throwing the shots, they're trying to throw them hard and heavy. It's fun to watch.
So into the fourth, the schedule for 12, of course, the championship distance, the Commonwealth Super middleweight title on the line. Callum Simpson, the defending champion, British champion as well. He's in the white. Elvis Ahorgah, the challenger, in the camouflage. slightly hesitant as he tried to jab his way in there, Simpson, and a left hand caught him. There wasn't much on it from Ahorgah. He tries to whip that uppercut right up from his bootlaces. It's a good combination from Simpson. You can see the chin just jugger a bit there as he came up from the body attack. Again, he looks for the left hook, but the right glove of Simpson there is exactly where it should be. That's an extravagant punch to throw, that right uppercut out from distance, George, and that's the kind of punch you were talking about. You miss with that and it takes a lot out of you.
Yeah, I'd be thinking about that for the rest of the round, Andy. A bit disappointed with himself there for that right uppercut. But he's a flamboyant fighter, isn't he? You know, he has that style, and he's tried it again there, that right uppercut. I mean, he might stun me in a minute, and that right uppercut might go whistling upwards, but then a fast right hand comes over the top. At times he was landing the more eye-catching shots.
With a decent body shot went in there from Simpson.
Ahorgah just manages to fight his way off the ropes, and the left hand lands there from Simpson. And Ahorgah is throwing plenty, but the accurate punches are still coming from Callum Simpson. That third round was a tighter round. I'd still say it was a Simpson round who cuts him with a nice right hand lead. He was very game here, Elvis Ahorgah. But the only way he can really win this fight is if he lands something heavy, if he really hurts Callum Simpson. He's doing everything he can to make that happen. A left hand into the body there from Ahorgah. Final few seconds around for Simpson, just jabbing, moving off to his left-hand side.
I think the jab, double jab right hand, 1-2, straight shots here, I think will work for Simpson.
That's 20-30 seconds of this round. He's just settled down a little bit there, kept it on the outside, used those feet. Maybe a sign that he's beginning to think that this could be a long night, that this could be a long job. He's jumped on his opponent nice and quick early on, as he likes to do. It hasn't quite worked out just yet, Matt, and I think he's realising that this could take a while.
Yeah, and therefore settle down and conserve energy and back the rounds with the straight shots. And if it's going to come, it's going to come. Don't try and force the knockout. Just, you know, keep peppering the jab, back the rounds, and if it comes, it comes. He's awkward, isn't he? He's a bit erratic. He's wild with the shots, so he's dangerous because of that. He's unpredictable. So, yeah, Simpson just needs to, I think, get back on his jab and get back behind the boxing.
Yeah.
You know, he did come out, he's put it on him, he stuck it on him, he's still there. Okay, plan B, let's get back behind the jab now.
So into the fifth. Simpson, of course, boxed 3 weeks ago, that two-round win against Steve Woodall on home turf. Just doubles up on the jab there. Ahorgah searching for that long right hand. It didn't land. He got through with a left hand to the body, though. Comes up with the head. Ahorgah didn't do any damage to Simpson. Good little feints, then a right-hand lead from Simpson, and he is looking to keep this longer, George.
Yeah, what Ahorgah does quite well is, once he's been caught a couple of times long from Simpson, he punches long himself, and it's probably his worst spell in the round here. If Simpson's maybe buzzed him a little bit, he's definitely caught him a great left hook.
He's under fire here, Ahorgah. Left hand got through 2-3 times, and he ditches in that right hand. Ahorgah then just steams in with a left hook, but Simpson, I think, did make a dent there just momentarily. He looked slightly discombobulated, our visitor from Ghana, but he's recovered nice and quick.
Yeah, but I think he's also the type of Ahorgah, when he is hurt, he'll just go slugging it out. He'll go out swinging.
A right hand landed again there from Simpson midway through round 5, and he's looked to turn the screw here. Ahorgah just walked straight on to a solid, straight right hand. He would have really felt that one. It doubled the impact, and you can see that he's looking slightly shaky, and Simpson is going to work here, and down goes Ahorgah. An accumulation of punches there. He looks at the corner, puffs out his cheeks. He looks at the corner again. They're beckoning him back to his feet. He gets up, but the referee has a look at him and waves his arms there. Howard Foster, I don't think he was totally convinced that he wanted too much more of this Elvis Ahorgah. He responded to the corner and did get back to his feet. But he turned the screw there, Callum Simpson. He landed plenty. He landed a lot of variety with the family down there watching on at ringside. And you could just see Elvis Ahorgah, Matt, just slightly dissolve in front of our eyes.
Yeah, and I think it was a right hand, a clean, straight right hand, which was the most significant shot. Even if the ref had let him continue there, I think Callum Simpson would have just walked straight over and got him out of there.
Yeah, I mean, a great effort from Ahorgah, but the fight had left him at that point. He looks over at the corner, doesn't beat the count. And it was a body shot as well that went in there after that first right hand. It was followed with a quick left hook, comes, you know, just behind the elbow. And sometimes when you've been buzzed, or you feel like you're about to get buzzed, or you've been buzzed a bit, and then the body shot knocks the stuffing out of you as well. Obviously followed up by some good, heavy headshots. It sort of felt like the writing was on the wall there, and then
he knew what lay in store for him there, basically, Elvis Ahorgah. He'd been in there for 4 rounds. He'd given it a good crack. Callum Simpson wasn't letting up, although he had taken his foot off the gas slightly in that previous round and kept it a little bit longer. And that's how he started this round too. And it's often the way, isn't it? When you just box and you don't look for it, then it comes.
Very often the way, when you're trying too hard to get the knockout, you smother your work, you load up a little bit, you telegraph your shots. When you settle back down and just start working the jab, the openings come, you're more relaxed, you just peel a shot off, and that's kind of what happened there. That was a good, yeah, when he went down fairly heavy there, you see his body language getting up here. He left it to the very last minute to try and get up on 9, and I think the referee rightly waved it off.
Well, you can see the corner just to the left-hand side there. They're telling him, stay down, take the count, and then when it got near 8, they were telling him to get back up, but he gave a decent account of himself, Elvis Ahorgah. I don't think he's got anything to be ashamed of. He was in with someone who was better than him, who didn't take him lightly, who wasn't overlooking anything or anyone. And in the end, it was just too much.
no, yeah, he came out quick, Callum Simpson, as he often does, but he tried to jump on his man for a lot of punches and tried to knock the fight out of him off the bat. But Ahorgah stuck with him and had periods of really good success just in that round, when once Callum just found that range, just that right range where you're landing at the end of the shot, the punch is going through the target. It paid dividend, and yeah, I think, yeah, as I say, the writing was on the wall then.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Howard Foster calls a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 53 seconds of the 5th round. Declaring your winner by knockout and still the Commonwealth Super Middleweight Champion, Callum Simpson!
So for the second time in just 3 weeks, Simpson sends those Barnsley fans home happy. He successfully defends his Commonwealth Super Middleweight title. Next up, top of the bill, is Adam Aziz. Simpson.
Callum, congratulations. What's that? 2 wins in 3 weeks, 2 knockouts in 3 weeks. Still champion. That was a very different type of fight from what we saw last time, though.
Yeah, definitely. I think I definitely made that word of it. Hard work. What it is,
Ben said we struggled to get an opponent who else was first. I thought, I'm looking at him back a couple of rounds and making it easier for us to get matched up. No, it's worked.
Well, to be fair to him, he was very, very game, and he backed up his talk. It was the first time, certainly since you've been in front of the Sky Sports cameras, that we've seen you in with someone who's a little bit wilder, a little bit more unorthodox. How do you think you coped?
Yeah, I coped right. I got caught with a few daft shots, especially the first 2 rounds, but you know, that's just me being daft, not listening to my coach a bit eager. And then once I got on the jab, the boxing, showed I can actually box, put my shots together, feints, hooking off at feint, but my coach Mark, I just said sorry to him. He said, you're in for a right beat when you're back in gym Monday, so yeah, I'm going to be in trouble for them first few rounds. But that's what I need, obviously. All credit to the soldier as well. I thought he was bluffing, but you know, it was tough. Fair play to him.
Is that what you needed, though? I mean, had you had to wait until the summer and you had just had the couple of rounds against Steed, you know, actually back out 3 weeks later and a few more rounds, no bad thing.
I wouldn't say it's what I needed, but you know, the opportunity was there, and I love to fight. Every boxer loves activity, so you know, I'm more than happy to be fighting tonight, even if I've not performed as well as I can. I'm just happy to get out, and yeah, I'm grateful to be given these opportunities. I love doing what I'm doing, and all my supporters come down from Barnsley, over 200 of them, 400-mile round trip. You Reds! You know what I mean? And it's just, yeah, unbelievable. Most of them have come, sit off straight after the game at half 2, made the way straight down here after coming to my fight 3 weeks ago, straight after Christmas. Yeah, unbelievable support.
Might be being a bit harsh on yourself here, because the results column says 2 stoppage wins in 3 weeks at championship level. Now, what do you want to do next? I think there's pretty much no secret left here. You know, there's a big fight coming. So, what have you been told? When are we heading, and where are we heading?
So I can officially confirm there's been a date agreed between Boxer and the Barnsley Football Club for a massive summer boxing event at Oakwell. Going to be the maximum capacity we can do for a boxing event. We're coming home, baby. We're coming back to town.
So add context to that. So last time that was limited capacity and it sold out double quick time, and there was a lot of unhappy people that they couldn't get tickets. So this time, what, you've all banged heads together and said, look, we can go bigger and better?
Yeah, I think last time Ben thought we were just going to do a couple of 100 tickets. He didn't know that was Barnsley locked back to zone. We sold it out within 2 days, and we're going to do more than double that in summer coming up.
I think there's a chant about now you've got to believe us. You can sing it to him. May I ask you, now you've pinned me before and said all you do is feed names to me. So I'm going to give you the chance. You give me some names. Who do you think could be in the opposite corner to you?
Anyone. I've spoken to Ben. He's looking at potential top 10 world ranked opponents, or whether it's a British defence, whether it's a pushing on for European, a world title eliminator. We've got plenty of options. Obviously, I met Kevin, my manager, 2 weeks ago to speak about what's next opponent-wise. And I ended up boxing on this show, so hopefully next week we can have a sit down and see what's next. But for me, you know, I'll fight anybody, obviously. I thought Liam Cameron, Sheffield versus Barnsley, South Yorkshire derby, a massive fight. It looks like he's tied it with Whittaker, but if Whittaker don't want it, we'll take him to Oakwell. If not, we'll get Canelo at Oakwell, Pacheco at Oakwell, Pacheco 5v5, a matchroom, Eddie Hearn will be on it in Riyadh, but, you know, anyone, mate, anyone. And don't take too much from that couple of them first rounds. Got a lot more to show.
Okay, listen, you just wrote a few headlines with those names. Let's bring in Ben Shalom. Now you've got to believe him. So it's back to Oakwell, bigger and better capacity. Twice in 3 weeks. Are you going to ring the phone anymore, or is he going to have a break now?
Look, he'll have a breakdown, but entertainment, pure entertainment. 3 weeks notice and the crowd he brings, I've never seen anything like it. They absolutely love him. But to go back to Barnsley, to go back to Oakwell, not 7,000, but 25,000. He's a special talent, he is, and yeah, I can't wait to do it.
So listen, you're on record now. Are you going to switch the phone off and go on a beach holiday, or if the phone rings in a couple of weeks' time, are you coming back out?
I'm going to be on holiday this Friday, going away, mate. My girlfriend Daniela, courtesy of Dean Cook, Back for Bolts. Big thank you. Going to stay in Lucia, so I'm going to chill for a week. Ben might ring me. I'm going to stay ready for that 7th of March show. You never know. Might need me to jump on. But yeah, I'm going to chill for a little bit and then get ready to start camp. Good rest, recovery. This has been a good experience, staying in the gym and getting ready to try peak for another fight. So it's been a good learning curve and a great experience for me.
Enjoy a break.
Thank you very much.